Is anyone else experiencing this kind of like disconnect and just general disinterest in the job search? I just feel like I don't care anymore, and it's so bad, like, because I graduated in 2023, so I did work a little bit in my field. I did have a job in accounting for a little bit. Well, right now I'm still waiting tables. My parents are just really getting on me because they're like, Olivia, you need to act like you're unemployed, like you're getting comfortable with your job. And it's like, no, I'm not getting comfortable. Like, in fact, I want to get out of serving. Like, it's great for what it is, but you know, it's ultimately not what I want to do, and I do want to get out. But this other life, this like 9-to-5 life, doesn't seem very attractive to me anymore.
We haven't talked about Gen Z in a while. Gen Z, what up? What's going on? It's your brother YT, back at it again with another video. And every other generation, what's up, what's up, what's up? Listen, man, Gen Z, they're fed up, and I don't blame them. Living through some of the toughest times. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe, and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
Corporate culture needs a major rebrand. I think it is so unfortunate that so many Gen Zers and emerging generations in the workforce are having not a good experience with corporate America, with their corporate jobs. And I feel very fortunate that I had an amazing experience, but I know there are key reasons why.
Y'all, I am triggered by the job market. I mean, aside from everything going on in the United States of America, I will say is that there's the ghosting factor of not hearing back from recruiters, thinking that you did so well on an interview only to be met with crickets, and just don't even get me started on doing projects for companies that want to see your level of experience and what you can bring to the table. And I don't get it. Like, I know it's competitive. I know it's a lot different than 2010, even 5 years ago. But, like, it's basically the Hunger Games at this point. And I just want to work for myself, but also I don't want to be poor. So, yeah, a lot of feelings right now. So, yeah.
No other generation has had this opportunity that you, me, and our generation have. Why our generation? Because we know how to use these tools. We know how to use social media effectively. We know how to type fast. We're professionals at operating a computer. Compared to other generations, they may not have had a computer, or they were late bloomers to the computer, right? We have the whole world at the access of our fingertips. We are living through the information age. We can access anything we want to. We don't have to go to a library. It's one quick Google search. And now you have AI. You can use ChatGPT. What are you waiting on? Why are you not betting on yourself? What are you afraid of? Why aren't you going all in on you? Why aren't you using social media, YouTube, to generate a stream of income for yourself? Well, YT, how do you do it? There are thousands, matter of fact, millions of videos online that you could learn from a professional for free. YouTube University. That's where I went. No. Don't get thousands of dollars in debt when you don't have to. You can learn from somebody that's actually in the field. They got skin in the game compared to a teacher who don't got a business other than selling you the business curriculum. It's time for people to bet on themselves. Y'all gonna hear me say that on a lot of these videos. Betting on other people has left you not knowing what to do. Feeling overwhelmed, stressed out. It's time for a change. Do it for you. Make that change for you. It's all up to you.
We're still going.
I can't tell if it's me being ADHD and properly medicated in worker bee mode, or if it's me just being Gen Z in corporate America. There's nothing that pisses me off more than when I get a dumb call put on my calendar that, one, could have been an email. That's not even the point. But two, I get on the call. There's 30 plus people from inside, outside my company. And the people running the meeting spend the first 5 to 10 minutes just wasting everybody's time. Just talking about little Jimmy's soccer tournament, talking about the weather. You want to talk about sports? turn on ESPN. You want to talk about the weather? Turn on the Weather Channel or call up Al Roker. Stop wasting my time. Again, I don't know if it's me in worker bee mode or me in Gen Z mode where I don't care about little Jimmy soccer tournament. If you're going to make this be a meeting, let's make this the most productive couple minutes that it needs to be, because that's all it needs to be, right? If it could have been an email, this call should be 5-10 minutes tops. But then when the hour-long meeting you've taken on my calendar ends like 3 minutes early, and then it's ended with, I'll give you back 3 minutes of your day. Great, because you've taken 57 minutes. All I'm saying is, like, a meeting can start with a, hey, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. That's it. That is it.
If you're not getting raises, if you're not getting promotions, it is time for you to walk away. People have to have the courage to walk away from certain situations that are no longer suited for them. I speak to so many people all the time, and I promise you, it's heartbreaking to hear that people have been in job roles for 5 and 7 years and not got promoted, not gotten raises. I'm sorry, but if you've been at a company for 5 to 7 years and you're not making 6 figures, you're damn near wasting your time. As a matter of fact, you are wasting your time. With so many changes taking place in the world, you have to take change as well. Now it's time for you to walk away from anything toxic, those job roles that are no longer suiting you, that are no longer challenging for you, making the bare minimum in income, and you can't maintain your household. Y'all gotta walk away from that. At some point, you gotta say, I'm done with this, and get better for yourself. People that really, really love themselves always go for what's best for them. They walk away from toxicity, whether it's in a job, home, marriage, or anything. So just get the courage, guys, to walk away. Love yourself a little more to make more money. Love yourself a little more to get out of that toxic job role, relationship, or whatever it is.
Yeah, you got to know your worth at the end of the day. If you don't know your worth, then they're going to show you your worth. They're going to show you ain't worth nothing. You're just a number. And we'll let you go at any time. You mean nothing to us. That's what they'll let you know. What doesn't serve you does not deserve you. I'm going to say it again. What doesn't serve you doesn't deserve you. You got to know when to call it quits. You got to know when to walk out. You got to know when enough is enough. Well, YT, what am I going to do? It's so hard out here. Bet on you. That's what you do. Learn a high in-demand skill to pay the bills. Y'all know my motto.
TikTok, I do not want to work in corporate America anymore. Like, I just want to go get a little retail job that I don't care about and just have enough money to pay the bills and do what I want. Like, I don't need to climb the ladder. Like, working in corporate is not it. I've worked for 4 different major banks in different departments, and I just don't like it. Like, when I worked at Capital One, I liked the people, but I didn't like the work. Like, people think we're always taught, go to college, you get a job in your field, get a good corporate job with benefits, good pay, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But the stress, like waking up and dreading going to work, but you feel like you have to because it's a good job, it's a good pay. Like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I had less stress working front desk at the Courtyard Marriott, okay? Getting cussed out by people. It was less stress. Like, working in corporate America, it's just a bunch of people who think that their dookie don't stank, and it's just like high school, and they want you to care so much about the job. Like, I just don't want to work in corporate America anymore. And it's just like, it's like, I feel like you're looked down upon. Like, if I were to leave this type of job and like go work, a job that's not, this, advanced, it would be like, people would look at me like, you have a college degree and that's what you're going to do with it? That's beneath you. Like, I don't know. But I don't know, but I do know that this ain't going to work. And I'm tired of going to work and not liking it.
I've been seeing like the older millennials and like the older people like talk about Gen Z in the workplace. So here's some things that I do in corporate America that makes my older coworkers irritated, but yet my supervisors didn't really care that I did. Actually, they did care that I did this. I would come to work on time, clock in on time, sit at my desk and do my job. And and they wrote this in a write-up, because I would come to work and be at work and not say anything, that bothered them. On time, on the clock, doing my task, but because I didn't say good morning, it's an issue. Wearing headphones, I don't know, like, what the millennials issue is with people wearing headphones in the office, but my vice president of my old company had them in for 6 out of the 8 hours a day. The head of my department had them in. We all had them in. It was never an issue. You have kids to feed. I don't. I'm going to DoorDash every meal if I want to, and you can judge me. That sucks. You feed kids off of this? If I'm not salary, I'm not coming in earlier than needed.
Y'all remember I told y'all I had one job in my life. I had just turned 19, like the month prior. I got this job for 2 months. I didn't talk to nobody, and they didn't like me. They didn't like me. I spoke to who spoke to me. I'm not very talkative. It sounds crazy because I do YouTube, but I'm not a very social person. I'm not a very sociable person. If I don't know you, then I don't speak to you unless you speak to me first. Unless it's somebody elderly or something like that. I'm out in public. I'm holding the door, you know. But there are times I speak to people and they don't speak back, and I'm like, this is why I don't talk to people. But the thing is, I went through this. They didn't like me because I didn't speak to them. This is a real problem in the workforce I came to learn. You got to be fake. That's me being fake. I'm not very sociable. So if you want me to talk to you, forget my needs. You worry about your needs. And I have to conform. And that's something I'm not going to do. I can't be somebody other than myself. Sorry. What don't serve you, don't deserve you. Y'all heard me on the last clip. Stand on that. If this is you, if this is speaking to you, if you somewhere and they don't deserve you, there's something greater later on the other side. Believe that.
Yesterday, my boss gave me some interesting perspective on being a young professional in the year 2025, and it was so lovely to hear that I felt like I needed to share with everyone. Your 20s are always going to be years of a tumultuous change. Tumultuous transition is the word she used. You are learning how to be an adult and all the responsibilities that come with it, right? You are learning how to be a coworker. You're learning how to manage your relationships with your friends. Now, like, you're not right next door to your friends anymore, whether that be like because you went to high school and they're down the street, or in college when they're next door. All your friends are different positions in their lives. You're starting to compare things. People are getting promotions. People are, not. People are changing careers. It's just a lot of transformation happens in your 20s. On top of that, if you are currently in your mid to late 20s or early 30s, the formative years where you were given a lot more grace to make mistakes, like societally, like given more grace, we spent indoors. We spent either locked at home or like in situations that did not allow us to actually like fully experience the level of independence that allows us to grow into being like functional adults. That brings us to the year 2025. And as an American, and I can't speak for other, like in other countries right now, every single day, there is no business as usual. And it doesn't really even matter if you like what's going on or not. Like, that's not what this is about. Every single day, something is changing. Every single day. Not only is that level of unrest not great for your psyche, but there's a really strong chance. And I've really wrapped my head around whether or not like there's a job I can think of that isn't affected by the executive orders or other things that are going on. And I can't think of one. So regardless of whether you like what's going on or not, like your job, your everyday job likely has been impacted. Your social life every day has likely been impacted, or, I think it's been impacted. I'm sure there's people who don't feel that. But if you're feeling this way, just remember to give yourself grace. If every single aspect of your life is completely unrest, like it's complete unrest, like just complete chaos, okay? You're not going to be operating at 110%. Like, even if you go to your job, okay, and you're like, you know what, I had a good night's sleep, I ate well, why do I feel so stressed out? Why can't I get things done? Babe, it's because you have not had a normal day in a decade. A decade, probably. Like, it feels like at this point, it's only been 5 years. It's only been 5 years. No, it's been longer. My point is, give yourself some grace and know that you're doing your best. Anyways, have a good day.
I don't really care to put a label on myself. Maybe I'm neurospicy, whatever y'all call it. Maybe I'm ADHD, maybe I'm autistic. I don't really care. One thing I do know, corporate America wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. And that's not to say I won't go back. Maybe I will. But it's not going to be like under this pressure that there is to like have to do it. Like, I can't. Because that's the problem, is I just always felt so freaking anxious. Like, and I mean, like, for me personally, it's not the type of anxious that it's just like I can just cope, just find a good coping mechanism. Like, no, because for me personally, I genuinely absolutely need time to process my emotions. I have big feelings. Shout out to Willow Smith. Listen to her song called Big Feelings, because relatable. I have big feelings, okay? And I can't just process them while I'm in a meeting. I can't. And if I can't, then that means it's gonna have to come out in some way. And it comes like girl, look, it just wasn't for me. And I just really hope and pray that everybody knows that they can manifest a reality where you don't have to necessarily be in that situation, because I've cried at literally every job I've ever had. I just don't think I'm built for it. And it's okay if you're not built for it, where they feel like they have to stay because they have to pay their bills. And it's like, I see how stressful it is for them and how stressed out they get. And it's like, it affects their like self-esteem. And that's where it pisses me off, because I have amazing friends. And it's like, there's no way that you should be in an environment that causes you to believe that it's you're the problem, you're lazy, you're not good enough. No, these people and these places, they have ridiculous expectations, and it's ridiculous. I'm reading right now, I'm doing 75 hard. Part of 75 hard is reading a book every day. I've been slipping, that's okay. The point is, I'm reading 4-Hour Work Week, and he talks about this and how to escape the 9 to 5 like mentality or like lifestyle, even if you're in a 9 to 5. And I just highly suggest that you read it, even if you just feel like it just validates you. Like, it just feels validating to read something like that, because it just confirms that like it is ridiculous. It's not you're in a ridiculous system that expects you to act like you're a robot, and you're just not a robot. Like, you're just not one. So it's like all this pressure that is being put on you is just not fair or realistic or favorable to you as a human being. And it's like, I just want more people to recognize and know that, and to be a little bit more rebellious with your energy, because you don't have to feel the pressure. You know what I mean? You can work your job without the pressure. You don't have to feel pressure. So what? They expect you to do your best, close your laptop, and go do something fun at 5 o'clock. Like, just freaking, you know what I mean? And even at 3 o'clock, who's judging? What are they gonna do? Lay you off and relieve you of the misery? Like, come on. I just really feel like if anything, like, at least find something outside of your job that makes you feel like whole and stable, because your stability should not come from a place that makes you also feel worthless. That's a very dangerous place to be. I would just suggest maybe finding some sort of stability outside of the place that makes you feel like you're not anything. You know what I mean? That's my humble suggestion. I hope this helps, because I remember how that felt. I refuse to ever feel that again. I refuse to ever feel that again, because it takes away from my energy. It takes away from my ability to manifest. It takes away from no, it doesn't. It actually doesn't take away from your ability to manifest, but it does take away from your enjoyment of life, which is even worse. Because I could manifest nothing right now and I'd still be great, because I'm not depressed and sad and stressed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine. And I just want more people to be fine and okay and feel good. And it's like, yes, you deserve nice things. But no, your nice things, the only way that can happen is not through corporate America. That's not the only route. Like, there's so many other routes. And actually, the other routes are easier and more fulfilling and more abundant. They're not even paying you enough. Like, they're not even paying you enough. You could get paid way more if you just like create a digital product and sell it. That easy, that simple. Like, just do that. That's one option out of a million options that you have. And I just want more people to hone in on that. That's my spiel. That's all. My name is Kai. I'm a spiritual life coach. I help people embody the confidence that it takes to live the life of their desires. Before you manifest your desires, you can still feel fulfilled. Did you know that? And actually, did you know that that's the key to manifesting more like aligned things? Because you can manifest without that feeling, but then you're going to start manifesting things out of an energy of desperation. And you're going to get the manifestation, you're still not going to be fulfilled. And so what I do is I help my clients build a life with a foundation of joy and excitement first, so that when you manifest things, they come from that place. And then it's like you can't lose, because you already won. So if you want to book a call with me, you can book a free call with me in the link in my bio, just to get to know what I offer and what I do. And there's a bunch of other stuff there too, so you can check it out. But I want more. I want better for my people. That's all. All right, have a great day. Bye.
Working a job that doesn't align with your moral compass can be demoralizing, to say the least. This is why everybody's burned out right now. Everybody burning out, not feeling like themselves, just zombies. Just zombies. Just working themselves to, I can't say the word, to F. De F. They working themselves to F. YouTube might try to ban it. They working themselves to, you know what I'm trying to say? They doing that. And this is what the job wants. They don't want you to have time to find yourself. If you find yourself, you will realize that you have greater potential than where you're at. You will realize that you were made to do more. You will realize that you have a purpose and you're not living your purpose by working that job. You're just staying stagnant and you're basically getting from here to go to here. Sometimes you go up a little bit just to move back down. And it's like a cap. You never really get nowhere. You stay in the same place, just over broke. That's everybody. That's the way it was designed. I'm not saying I'm against the job, but I'm against having only a job and no other stream of income. If that's what you got to do what you got to do. Take that money, your earned income, and invest it so you can have passive income, dividends, portfolio income, residuals, royalties, invest it so you can have other streams. But if it's demoralizing to you and it's time to get out, it's time to get out. Pray to the Most High. And hey, ultimately he's in control. Let him be in control. Don't worry. Really have faith for real. You see what I'm saying? But to each his own, man. Everybody gonna take their own steps. Everybody gonna follow their own path at the end of the day. One way is not meant for everybody. And a job is not meant for everybody. Some people are meant to be their own boss. Some people are meant to be investors. Some people are meant to use their voice to inspire others. Some people are meant to do greater than what they're doing right now. And this is the problem. You've never really lived up to your potential and you never really went all in. You kind of half stepped on what you wanted to do. You had no discipline, no structure. You needed it from an employer. If you can work hard 12 or even 8, if you can put in an 8 every single day for a job, why can't you do it for yourself? Why not? Or matter of fact, don't even tell me. That's a question that you ask yourself. Because I'm seeing this all across the world. I'm seeing this all across YouTube, all across every single state. You know what I mean? Everybody I talk to, the whole nine. I'm just seeing that everybody is working somewhere that they don't like just for financial means, just so they can have money. And they coming home not their self. Unmotivated to do anything outside of work. It's taking all that away from you and taking your youth away. It's like you being robbed. So why you always down to jobs? I don't like nobody taking advantage of nobody. And that's what the workforce does. It's modern day slavery. I'm keeping it all the way real on this one. It's modern day slavery. And look what it's doing to people. Gen Z fed up. It's not just Gen Z. Every generation. People don't enjoy working, most people. Now, if you do a job that you enjoy, then I vouch for that. I commend that. But yeah, man, it's your brother YT. Let me know what y'all think about this one, man. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a comment saying END, capital END, as in the end. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace. Make sure y'all check out the other videos. Shalom to my Hebrew family.